Hello, I'm Carl Brewer, proud mayor of Wichita. Whether you live, work, or play here, thank you for choosing Wichita.
Hi, I'm Chairman Dave Unruh, and on behalf of the Board of Sedgwick County Commissioners, I want to welcome you to our community. We hope that while you're here, you'll be able to take in a few of our local attractions, such as the Sedgwick County Zoo or an event here at the Intrust Bank Arena. We hope you'll visit us again real soon.
You're watching the Wichita Welcome Channel. Wichita, the largest city in Kansas, took just 50 years to transform itself from an Old West town to air capital of the world. And today we're still a destination for all kinds of people with passion. Whatever your love, history, aviation, shopping, fine dining, or the arts, you're going to love it here.
Wichita, I like your style.
Welcome to Wichita. Whether you've lived here all your life or are just visiting for a few days, we think you'll enjoy a tour of some of our favorite places in the Wichita area. We'll start with Wichita's museums and general attractions, then showcase the arts, festivals and cultural events, city recreation and nature experiences, and sports. We'll wrap up the tour with a look at shopping and entertainment. Wichita is the city you've been searching for. In its first few years of operation, the Intrust Bank Arena has been a huge hit. Owned by Sedgwick County, this 15,000-seat entertainment and sports venue is the energetic center of a vibrant downtown. The arena brings world-class concerts and touring acts to Wichita year-round and has received national recognition for its success. The Intrust Bank Arena is also home to the Wichita Thunder, an original team of the Central Hockey League. Catch their hard-hitting action in dozens of home games between October and March each year. And now, let's explore all of the other great attractions in Wichita.
Wichita is home to the #1 outdoor family attraction in Kansas, the Sedgwick County Zoo. It's open 364 days a year. You can travel to almost every continent there. With 2,500 animals and almost 500 different species, the zoo will drive you wild. We also have an extraordinary number of fine museums in Wichita. Our biggest cluster is a unique group along the Arkansas River downtown called the Museums on the River. Exploration Place inspires you to discover the explorer in you. It's full of hands-on experiences from the world of aviation, health, weather, and the land of Kansas. There's also the Cyberdome Theater, the largest dome theater in Kansas, with exciting films and light shows. Nearby, the Wichita Art Museum is a stunning backdrop for one of the country's biggest and best collections of American art. There are over 6,000 works in the permanent collection, including extraordinary work in glass by world-renowned glass artist Dale Chihuly. Two of the museums on the river operate primarily from spring through fall. Old Cowtown Museum takes us back in time to life in Wichita from 1865 to 1880, when cowboys changed the face of America. More than 24 historic buildings tell the story, along with living history experiences throughout the year that bring the Kansas frontier to life. The fourth museum on the river is Botanica, the Wichita Gardens. What a natural wonder this is. An ever-changing palette of colors dot almost 10 acres of gardens throughout the growing season. There are 24 themed gardens accented with beautiful sculpture and water features. The Butterfly Garden has received national recognition, and the Illuminations, a holiday festival of lights, is positively magical. Another of Wichita's unique museums is the Mid-America All-Indian Center, which is also host to special events and powwows. Wichita got its name from the tribe of Indians who lived in the area. Here, at the point where the Little Arkansas and Big Arkansas rivers meet, is the Keeper of the Plains. This statue is a Wichita icon, designed by the late Wichita artist Black Bear Boson. You could spend days just exploring museums in Wichita. While you're in the downtown area, visit this gracious limestone building that was one of our first city halls in 1892. The Wichita Sedgwick County Historical Museum is now located here. The beautiful woodwork, decorative painting, and leaded glass inside provide a wonderful backdrop to a large collection of Wichita artifacts and the story they tell. In Old Town, just a few blocks away, is something quite unexpected: the Museum of World Treasures. The museum houses an eclectic and extraordinary private collection of more than 10,000 treasures. From dinosaurs and mummies to the largest privately owned collection of Civil War uniforms and artifacts, this museum will surprise you. It's well worth a visit. Aviation history buffs will appreciate the Kansas Aviation Museum, located next to McConnell Air Force Base. This is the original Wichita Municipal Airport Terminal, a beautiful Art Deco building featuring a huge collection of airplanes, artifacts, and historic papers and photos. During the 1940s, this terminal was one of the busiest in the nation. At one time, planes were landing or taking off every 90 seconds. Many celebrities passed through on their travels. Wichita State University has two marvelous museums on its campus. The Ulrich Museum of Art has an impressive collection of modern and contemporary art both inside and outside the building. In addition to its permanent collection, the museum has a lively schedule of changing exhibits. The Outdoor Sculpture Collection has recently been named one of the top 10 campus art collections in the United States. More than 70 sculptures are installed across the campus. Also at Wichita State is the Lowell D. Holmes Museum of Anthropology, featuring exhibits on cultures from around the world, as well as Midwest archaeology. The Kansas African American Museum is located in the former Calvary Baptist Church and is on the National Register of Historic Places. Its changing exhibits celebrate different artists and reflect different aspects of African American culture. Wichita also has several special interest museums that have weekend hours only or are open by appointment. The Great Plains Transportation Museum displays a wide assortment of railroad equipment, including real locomotives. It's located near the historic Union Station building in Old Town and is a hands-on adventure. If you ever wanted to ring a fire bell or have your photo taken on a steam pumper, you'll enjoy the Kansas Firefighters Museum. This is a fascinating collection of fire trucks and firefighting equipment from the 19th and 20th centuries. We're also proud to have a significant prairie house designed by Frank Lloyd Wright in Wichita. He considered it among his very best. Known as the Frank Lloyd Wright Allen Lamb House, it was built in 1915 and is open for guided tours by appointment. Remember, you can learn more about all these museums, find out their hours, access their websites, and even view a lot of their collections by going first to gowichita.com. It's your gateway to good times.
Just driving down the streets or walking the sidewalks of Wichita, you'll see that art is an important part of our lives here. We have a public commitment to quality art of many types, from the sculptures that pepper our downtown area to unique bridges and murals. You'll find art in unexpected places. As a community, we support great venues like the 1922 historic Orpheum Theater. Even with a restoration in process, the Orpheum is maintaining a regular schedule of films, concerts, and other events. It's quite a treat to be in the space where Gypsy Rose Lee and Elvis Presley once performed. Also in the heart of downtown is our premier convention and performance center, Century 2. The Century 2 complex has a convention hall, concert hall, theater, and prime exhibition and meeting space. With theater seating from 600 to 5,000, Century 2 is proud to be home to world-class performances. 3 of Wichita's greatest cultural assets call Century 2 home. The Wichita Symphony Orchestra has been hailed nationally for artistic quality and the level of community support. Founded more than 60 years ago, the Symphony is the largest and most active arts organization in Kansas. These musicians give dozens of performances a year, all over the state and in their Century 2 home. The music's always crowd-pleasing, and they even do some free concerts every year. A summer institution at Century 2 is Music Theater of Wichita. People come from around the country to attend. It's considered one of the top 10 summer theaters in America. For years, they've been teaming first-rate Broadway and Hollywood talent, with promising young Midwesterners to produce 5 Broadway-scaled musicals. The shows are fantastic. A newer addition to our cultural life has been the formation of the Wichita Grand Opera, the first professional opera company in Kansas. Their goal is to fuse the talents of major international stars, conductors, and directors with the best Kansas talent. They stage 5 major operas at Century 2 during the winter-spring season. Music of every style provides a soundtrack for our life here in Wichita. You can find live music going on somewhere almost every day of the year. You will really be amazed at the overall quality of all our arts performances and venues here. Our newest dinner show is at the Diamond W Chuckwagon, located at the Old Cowtown Museum. During the summer months and Christmas season, enjoy cowboy hospitality and a great supper. Then the famous Diamond W Wranglers will perform their award-winning Western music and regale you with some stories. A longtime fixture on our Wichita theater scene is the Cabaret Old Town. It's an intimate dinner theater specializing in hilarious, high-energy musicals. You'll always see a great show and leave laughing at the Cabaret Old Town. The Mosley Street Melodrama will give you a chuckle, too. After a dinner buffet, you'll get to cheer the hero and boo the villain in a story set in the Old West. The second half of the show is a music and comedy review. While you're in Old Town, visit the City Arts Building, which is on the Old Town Plaza. There might be an art class in session. Be sure to check out the exhibition and gift gallery that features regional artists. If you want to see what's happening in Wichita today, just log on to gowichita.com and click on Events. We have some fantastic festivals and cultural events every year in Wichita. Here are some of the highlights. For more than 40 years, we've brought the community together to celebrate Riverfest. We are nationally known for this event, which is now celebrated in June. 9 days of fun include dozens of concerts featuring both nationally known and local groups. A parade, sporting events, children's activities, events along the river, and much more. A highlight for everyone is the Symphony Concert, which anchors a dazzling fireworks extravaganza and draws tens of thousands of spectators. The Wichita Flight Festival is a tribute to our history as the air capital of the world. It features an exciting air show, plus exhibits, music, and children's activities. Old Town in downtown Wichita is the focus of several annual activities. Every fall, they close down Douglas Street for the Wagon Master's Chili Cook-Off. Thousands of people sample favorite chili recipes, while the cooks try to convince you that theirs is the best. It's a lot of fun. The Tallgrass Film Festival is building into a major opportunity for independent filmmakers in the Midwest. You can screen a lot of new short films and features and meet future stars. Wichita is a multicultural community, and we celebrate that. Each May, it's fiesta time in Old Town as we celebrate Cinco de Mayo with dancing, live bands, and great food. We are privileged to host Native American powwows and the Black Arts Festival. This event kicks off with a big parade ending up in McAdams Park. There's some wonderful musical events, too. The Kansas Pavilions, located right off the interstate in Park City, hosts a great variety of events each year. With nearly 300,000 square feet of arena and exhibit space, it's perfect for horse and livestock shows, as well as trade shows, marketplaces, and car shows. You can find out more about all the festivals and events in the Wichita area by logging on to gowichita.com. There is always something fun going on.
Wichita is a beautiful city. The City of Wichita Park and Recreation Department looks after thousands of acres of city parks, which can be enjoyed by visitors and residents alike. We have more than 250 days of sunshine a year, so whether you like to walk, run, bike, splash, or defy gravity, you can have a lot of fun in Wichita. Enjoy 127 miles of bike trails, or a choice of 35 golf courses in the Wichita metropolitan area, including 5 fantastic public courses owned by the city. Each one has a different set of challenges. You can get a description of the city courses and even schedule tee times by logging on to golfwichita.com. The city is committed to quality, affordable golf and serves up more than 250,000 rounds of golf a year. Wichita even has an ice skating rink. The Wichita Ice Center is a year-round skating rink priced for the whole family to enjoy. Rent your skates here too. Almost 30% of the park acreage in Wichita is designated as a Wichita Wild Habitat Area to encourage people to experience wildlife and plants in their natural setting. A great place to do that is the Great Plains Nature Center, which is a joint venture among the city, state, and federal governments. The Great Plains Nature Center has a number of educational programs for groups. On your own, you can learn more about our prairie environment in their Habitat Hall. Sit in comfort in the Wildlife Observatory and observe the birds outside, or wander the Chisholm Creek Park. Further out in Sedgwick County, Cheney Reservoir is another place to immerse yourself in the outdoors, boating, camping, swimming, windsurfing, or just enjoying the view. And of course, one of the greatest assets of Kansas is our sky. At the Lake Afton Public Observatory, you can look to the stars and study the wonders of the night sky with their 16-inch telescope. For more information about all these natural attractions, head to gowichita.com. And what would a city like Wichita be without the excitement of big league sports? No matter what you're searching for, you can find it in Wichita. Our center stage for sports is right here at the Charles Koch Arena, more lovingly called the Roundhouse. It's exciting when the Wichita State Shockers rock the Roundhouse. Every year, the men's Shockers compete against some of the best teams in the nation. And the women challenge for the Missouri Valley Conference title each year. The women's volleyball team is also making serious noise nationally. The team has become one of the premier squads in collegiate volleyball and draws some of the largest crowds for the sport in the nation. And the Shocker bowling teams are nationally recognized as well, producing national champions. Sitting close to the Roundhouse is what many people consider the palace for college baseball, Eck Stadium, home of the nationally ranked and former national champion Shocker baseball program. Baseball is in Wichita's blood. We've been home to the National Baseball Congress World Series for more than 75 years. Amateur teams from around the nation come to Lawrence Dumont Stadium to compete for 2 weeks every year. You can watch round-the-clock games and see who's crowned the champions. Several Hall of Famers like Ozzie Smith and Tony Gwynn started their careers at this tournament. Or see more future stars of baseball with the Wichita Wingnuts. The Wingnuts are a part of the American Independent Baseball League and are a lot of fun to watch. They offer a full summer schedule, so there are plenty of chances to enjoy the great American pastime.
The #1 activity for many visitors is shopping. Wichita has always been a shopping destination for Kansans, but in recent years the selection of stores has become phenomenal. There are a dozen major shopping and entertainment destinations you can visit. On the west side is Wichita's largest outdoor shopping center, New Market Square. Downtown are 2 delightful shopping and restaurant districts. The historic Delano District is a book lover's paradise and has some unique shops. And the Old Town Marketplace is a major center for Wichita's nightlife. There are wonderful restaurants and clubs here. Old Town is also the scene of a large farmers market from late spring through early fall. Clifton Square Shopping Village is a good stop for collectibles, gifts, and a cup of tea. If you're looking for a large department store, most of them are located in the original anchor malls, Town West and Town East. Each mall has 120 to 150 specialty shops as well. On the east side, Bradley Fair at Wilson Estates has an incredible blend of interesting stores and fine dining. The waterfront is a stunningly attractive new development of upscale restaurants and shops. And other projects in process include Regency Lakes and the Palazzo, which features an exciting movie and sports complex, as well as restaurants for every taste. Downtown, progress is being made on the new commercial and retail area known as the Water Walk. Even the movie theaters have become a destination attraction for Wichita. People drive in from miles around to go to the Warren Theaters for a movie experience unique in the region. And if you have time for a 45 or 50-minute drive down the highway to Hutchinson, you can enjoy 2 world-class museums that have each been named one of the 8 wonders of Kansas. For 30 years, the Kansas Cosmosphere and Space Center has seen visitors from around the world who come to experience the story of man's journey to the stars. The Cosmosphere is home to the most extensive collection of space artifacts outside of the Smithsonian, including the actual Apollo 13 command module that flew 500,000 miles to the moon and back. They also have an amazing IMAX dome theater. It's an out-of-this-world experience. Hutchinson is also home to the only museum of its kind in the Western Hemisphere. The Kansas Underground Salt Museum is 650 feet beneath the earth in a working salt mine. You'll explore caverns and tunnels in a world that is 275 million years old. Learn about geology and salt mining and see some of the fascinating artifacts that are stored underground. Drop in to the Kansas Underground Salt Museum. So there you are, a whirlwind tour of Wichita area attractions and activities. It's just a taste of what we have to offer. Whether you're here for a few days or you get to live here, we'll keep you as busy and entertained as we can. Be sure to check out the Go Wichita Convention and Visitors Bureau on the internet. GoWichita.com will help you plan all the things there are to see and do while you're here. Wichita.gov will give you a comprehensive look at City of Wichita services. SedgwickCounty.org explores what Sedgwick County has to offer. And WichitaChamber.org has all the information you need if you're thinking of moving your home or business to Wichita. Welcome to Wichita.
Wichita, I like your style.
The Wichita Welcome Channel is presented by the Go Wichita Convention and Visitors Bureau, the City of Wichita, and Sedgwick County. Welcome to Wichita.